The story begins by introducing us to our main protagonist, named Mo Fan. He was a third-year junior high student who was nervous about the entrance exam he had to take, not because he wasn't doing well in class, but because the subject in this academy was about magic. They must pass a demanding third-year exam. Mo Fan explains that he hasn't had enough time to study because 3 months ago he was sleeping in the mountains and was greeted by a mysterious old man who gave him a necklace. As a result, his classmates constantly annoy and make fun of him for being the most likely not to pass, and shame him for being the worst in the class. We then get introduced to a boy named Mu Bai, who is the complete opposite of Mo Fan and the most popular student in his class. He is also known for being a member of a family that specializes in ice magic. After school, his father is waiting outside, and although his father has always been very humble and does whatever is necessary for the good of his son, he is still worried about his son's future as his grades are low, and he doesn't have enough points to get into the School of Magic. But he tells him that he found him a job as a delivery driver, which he can do instead of magic. But Mo Fan pleads with his father and promises he will study even more to get into the school. So his father tells him not to worry and says he will do everything he can to make sure he gets into the magic school. While walking home with his friend Mo Fan, he noticed his father speaking to his boss, who is the Mu family's leader, who are the richest and most powerful people in the city. However, this family has a humiliating personality, especially with Mo's family. During a flashback scene, we see that they have known the Mu family for quite some time, and when Mo Fan was younger, he spent a lot of time with the daughter of the Mu family. Then one day, the daughter wanted to escape from her family because she didn't agree with the way they did things. So she sneaks out and asks Mo Fan to help her escape. However, they were caught by the boss, and he ended up punishing Mo Fan's father for his actions. Returning to the present, the boss stated that he will assist his son's future and ensure that he attends the School of Magic in exchange for their house and mortgage so that he can turn it into his land. His father then agrees to give up their home just so Mo Fan can have a chance to become a magician. Later, when he tells his son, Mo Fan is overjoyed at the prospect of attending the School of Magic. But his father makes no mention of having to give up their own home, instead telling Mo Fan, "We will be renting out their house." Once he enters the Magic Academy, Mo Fan knows the real truth since he saw him earlier talking to the boss. The following day, everyone begins their first day of magic school, where all students must awaken their elemental powers. Some of the students talk about the elemental powers they gain after going through the awakening process, and they say that lightning and fire are the most difficult to obtain. The teacher then gives everyone a badge to wear, and once they have obtained their power, it will light up in accordance with the element they possess. For instance, green would be wind, red is for fire, blue represents ice, while gold represents light. The other classmates make fun of Mo Fan for being the only student who didn't pass the exams, and everyone tells him not to be surprised if he can't be awakened. Each student will need to place their hand on the stone, which will reveal their elemental power. Mu Bai is the first to use the stone, and he, like the rest of his family, was endowed with ice power. Once you have obtained the elemental power, the badge will display stars representing your level of ability. However, most people don't have many stars to begin with. But Mu Bai already has 1 star, showing his ability is strong. The other students take turns using the stone until the teacher calls out Mo Fan's name. The other students start laughing, saying he will receive the worst power for failing the exam. Then Mo Fan walks up, stands in front of the class, and places his hand on the stone. The others are still laughing since he doesn't know how to use the stone. But the teacher helps him, and after some time, nothing happens. Then the whole class gets distracted by the classroom next door because a student has obtained the purple ability, which is lightning. It is known as the rarest ability along with the elements of fire. While everyone else is leaving the classroom, Mo Fan closes his eyes, and the stone lights up purple but also red, indicating that Mo Fan has gained not only the element of fire, but also the lightning ability, something never seen before, making him the most powerful student in the school. Although no one witnessed what occurred because they were distracted by the other student next door, who has also gained lightning power, but they are all aware that Mo Fan has acquired the element of fire. The teacher congratulates him, and the other students are surprised, as they all thought he was going to get one of the worst elements. Mo Fan then begins to laugh inside his head because he has just gained lightning power, while everyone else believes he only has fire. 2 months later, the teacher informs all of the students that there are 7 stars that will appear once they are awakened, and that they must learn how to control the stars by concentrating in order to form a star path that will allow them to unlock their full power. The teacher then asks Mu Bai to demonstrate how to align the stars. Since he has already earned 5 stars, which makes him the highest-ranking student in the class, Mo Fan only has 1 star. They all mock and laugh at him because he hasn't progressed with his element, and they all say he's an embarrassment to the rest of the class. But the reason he only has 1 star next to his badge is because it only represents his fire element, and not his other lightning power, which has already reached 6 stars and requires him to master the 7th. Later on, Mo Fan stumbles across his sister at the park. His sister can't walk properly unless she uses the wheelchair. But when Mo Fan notices that the thugs have taken her wheelchair and are mocking his sister, he approaches the thugs and asks for the wheelchair back. But they warn him to let go, or he will be disabled like his sister. He gets angry, and at this moment he uses the stars to unlock his full power, managing to form a star path and activating the 7th star. Mo Fan employs his lightning ability to attack the thugs who beg for mercy and flee in terror. Mu Bai visits the boss of the family, and they discuss his 5-star abilities. The boss is proud of Mu Bai for how far he has come. He asks Mu Bai about Mo Fan, to which he replies that Mo Fan is only 1 star and is branded as the school's worst magician. The boss told Mu Bai that they needed to find a way to get Mo Fan out of class and fail the next exam. The next day, Mu Bai asks him how he intends to get Mo Fan expelled from school, to which he replies that he will use this small stone, also known as a magic stone, which can absorb energy, and they can use it to ensure Mo Fan gets worse than a D on his next exam. However, their plan may not go as planned because Mo Fan has been practicing his firepower and has the ability to use 5 stars, but he claims that it is still insufficient and that his fire energy is too low. So he begins to concentrate more than ever before to prove to the Mu family that he is a worthy magician and deserves to be at the School of Magic. The day of the exam is here, and the teacher explained that they will be doing a test on how powerful they have become over the last couple of months. To test their powers, they will use a crystal ball, which can determine the amount of power they have reached because the ball will glow. And if it glows up the right amount, then they have become strong enough. All the students will line up in a formation and begin testing their powers. The school's most outstanding student, Mu Ning Shui, has been selected to demonstrate the exam before the rest of the students take part. She uses the crystal, and it reveals the power of her icy magic, which shocks the other students. Everyone starts to take turns using the ball and revealing their power levels. Some of them receive a B as well as an A. And then eventually Mu Bai has his turn, and he reaches the grade S, which is the maximum grade you can receive. Then Mo Fan has his name called out to test his power, and when he gets called out, the boss notifies the examiner to place the magic stone under the crystal ball to absorb Mo Fan's true power, resulting in him only getting a B. Mo Fan is suspicious and feels like something's wrong as he's sure his power is much greater than this. So Mo Fan uses the ball again, and this time he ends up breaking the stone. After seeing Mo Fan's second try, his new teacher felt like something was wrong with the crystal and told them it must be faulty, so the inspector changed it, and upon changing the ball, we finally got to see Mo Fan's true power, and as a result, they gave him an S, making his fellow classmates proud. He also goes on to tell the examiners that he also wants to do the optional test, and here is where he shocks the other classmates as they get to witness his true powers of the fire element, and he's now considered the #1 most powerful student in his class. Following that, Mu Zhuoyun, the Mu family's leader, gives Mo Fan a ring as a symbol of his respect and admiration for receiving an S rating, and asks Mo Fan to put aside their family differences and work for him and represent the Mu family. But Mo Fan takes this opportunity to tell him that he and the rest of his family are total scum who go around humiliating others, just like they did to his father. The teacher tells Mo Fan to calm down and apologize to Mu Zhuoyun, but Mo Fan refuses and recounts everything the Mu family did to them 3 years ago. The Mu family tells the teacher that he should be kicked out for being rude to guests, but the teacher says he can't be expelled just for having an argument unless it goes too far, so Mu Bai challenges Mo Fan to a duel, but the leader of the Mu family says he will duel his foster son named Yu Ang instead, and Mo Fan accepts the duel match. This duel, however, can only take place every 2 years, because they are not old enough yet, and the school wouldn't allow it. 2 years later, the new semester begins, and the professor welcomes them to the elite class reserved only for the top-ranked mages, where the students will receive exclusive relics known as magic EQs that will drastically improve their training. The top 4 students in the class will have a month to use the EQ. However, the teacher tells Mo Fan that because of the argument he had with the Mo family, he will only get to use the EQ equipment for 10 days. But Mo Fan has another EQ, which is the necklace the old man gave him. His teacher, Miss Tang Yue, visits Mo Fan, who explains to him that this necklace is the most powerful relic, which was thought to be extinct. She tells him that this necklace is a growth type of EQ, which absorbs all types of souls and spirits and continues to grow your abilities, so he should cherish it. The students went up into the mountains to meet the leader of an army for some basic training, or so they thought, because the army leader wants these students to participate in an exercise called the hunting program, in which they will hunt real enemies and put their mage skills to the test. So Mo Fan and his friends begin completing various tasks until they come across a cave. The leader of the army told them to retrieve a bracelet that he lost inside the cave, but the one-eyed wolves are lurking inside. The commander told them it was a one-eyed wolf inside the cave, but that was a lie because the wolf is actually called the spirit wolf. Under their orders to go easy on the students in order to fully test their skills, they all head inside the cave and eventually come across the giant wolf. Most of the students are terrified except for Mu Bai, who uses his ice magic, but it doesn't do much damage to the monster. Mo Fan then quickly helps a girl who is brave enough to step in front of the beast, but Mo Fan knew she wouldn't be able to harm it and took her out of the cave. But the same girl ran back inside to prove that she's a strong mage. However, even her second attempt didn't hurt the monster, and she was saved just in time by the students with the lightning power. Mu Bai tries again but is thrown to the ground, so Mo Fan enters the cave just in time and puts his magic to the test by activating his stars. He uses the fire element to fire balls at the beast, which unlocks a new level of ignition, and he's now at level 2 ignite, which surprises the teachers watching from above. The commander notifies the other teacher that the wolf is no longer listening to his commands and he can't control it. The students may be in danger, so they go down to save them. The beast was out of control, so Mo Fan and his friend Zhang Zia lured the beast into the cave in order to protect the other students. After they both lured him in, the beast attacked Zhang Zio and knocked him down. For the first time, Mo Fan combines both of his abilities to take down the spirit wolf. After slaying the beast, his necklace begins to absorb all of the energy from the spirit, making him even more powerful. His teacher expresses surprise that a student was able to defeat the wolf, as the power of the spirit wolf is just as strong as the real one-eyed wolf. As the task was completed, all students received a score on the test, all thanks to Mo Fan. But Mo Fan doesn't care about the praise, as he is more focused on releasing his true power once he defeated the beast. He was able to unlock level 2 fire and realized how powerful it was against the monster, so he aims to achieve the same level 2 for his lightning ability. He remembers everything Miss Tang Yue told him about the necklace, which he can use to absorb many different souls, so he decides to become a hunter to evolve the necklace even more, and thus improve his powers. Mo Fan heads into the city to join the team of hunters. He enters the hunters' hall and asks a stranger how to join the city hunters. He tells Mo Fan there's a huge waiting line in order to join, and tells him they won't accept mages who don't have at least a fire power, so Mo Fan tells him about the lightning power, to which the man replies that you shouldn't lie to try and join, and to tell the truth. The man seems to believe Mo Fan truly doesn't have the lightning power, and explains that only 1 in 1,000 mages acquire this element, so Mo Fan leaves while he's talking to him. The hunter's leader is sick of all the low-ranking mages who keep applying to be city hunters, and he asks his associates to only bring in people who have had some experience as hunters before they eventually get to Mo Fan, and ask him for his hunter certificate. To which he replies, saying he doesn't own one, so they tell him to get lost, as they only want experienced hunters and not newbies. He tells them that he is a lightning power mage and shocks them, as they have never seen a lightning mage in person, as they are very rare. They ask him to demonstrate, and he does so by forming the star's path with his lightning ability. He introduces himself as Fan Mo. He then meets the leader, who accepts him into the city hunters, and explains that they have a mission at a local school where the monsters have attacked. But they tell Mo Fan to stay behind as he's only a new member. But Mo Fan tells them he wants to join them on this mission. Mo Fan then realizes that the school that was attacked by the monsters is his sister's school. He calls her, and she says she's fine, but the other students have been abducted by the monsters. Mo Fan arrives on the scene and begins to investigate, where he soon encounters the one-eyed beast, which seems to be quite strong. He fights the beast, and luckily it reaches the rest of the team, who now show why they are known as the elite group of hunters. That's when the youngest member of the group made a mistake while using her power, but thanks to the Mo Fan's lightning power, he was able to completely paralyze the beast, preventing the girl from being hurt. They all thanked Mo Fan for being there and saving her life, and they accepted him as a member of the team. Mo Fan begins to fit in well with the group and becomes a respected hunter. The Mu family has been preparing the strongest male ice mage named Yuang, who will be the one to do battle with the Mo Fan. Yuang asks him why he selected him as the mage to fight Mo Fan, and the boss explains that it's to celebrate his coming of age, and he can invite the whole family to celebrate. Meanwhile, at school, his classmate Xiu Min asks Mo Fan to meet him after school. She explains that she heard stories about strange things happening at this compound, and she wanted to investigate the area with the strongest mage in the class. He agrees and assists her in exploring the area, where they come across another one-eyed wolf. But this one was different, and he tells her it's the real one-eyed wolf that city hunters have been looking for all along. He informed Min that he would forward the location to the rest of the team. But Xiu Min had already called the police. The wolf heard the sound of the ringing phone and instantly chased them, so Mo Fan did everything he possibly could to take care of the monster. However, even after several powerful attacks, he cannot seem to kill the beast. That's when a member of the city hunters named Kai Tang arrives. She is an ice mage who is also part of the Mu family. Then Min told her about Mo Fan, who's currently fighting the one-eyed wolf, and they quickly rushed over to help him just in time to immobilize the wolf. Kai Tang remembers Mo Fan because she saw him when he was younger. She caught him through the window. She then introduced Yuang to Mo Fan, that he attends the School of Magic and insulted their uncle. Yuang is surprised that he just saw Mo Fan for the first time, as this is the guy he will be dueling with. When Mo Fan runs away, she calls the city hunters and explains that they have tamed the wolf, but they need Fun Mo's lightning power to paralyze the wolf. Upon arriving, he meets all the other hunters who ask him to use the lightning power on the wolf. However, after using his power, the wolf turned red and eventually evolved into something called a general class and got even stronger. Some agree to back out and leave because the odds are stacked against them, but the captain insists they try to defeat it. Many lives are at stake if they do nothing. This is when they all band together and use all of their power to try to contain the beast, which turns out to be quite resistant. And although they are very experienced mages, the wolf doesn't stop increasing its strength. So after that, they gathered up as a group, and Mo Fan decided to use the lightning power to stun the wolf. He manages to maintain it for a while, but this is still no match for the beast because this wolf is much higher level than him, so their only hope is this guy who appears out of nowhere. He is the strongest water mage in Asia, named Mr. Yang. Mr. Yang uses his advanced water element to eliminate the beast and gives praise to Mo Fan for being brave enough to go head-to-head against the one-eyed wolf. Afterwards, Mo Fan absorbs the soul of the wolf and obtains a new level of power. Soon, the day of his fight against Yuang approaches, and the director gives him some encouragement. But he is also concerned because he does not believe he will win. The director explains the true purpose of this event, which is the winner's exclusive prize. They will have access to the sacred spring and an arena where the mage's skill can be drastically improved. This makes Mo Fan realize how powerful Mr. Yang was, as he must have gone to the sacred springs in order to achieve the level of an advanced mage. So now Mo Fan is really intrigued at the prospect of winning this contest, but it seems like no one has any faith in him. He even talks to his childhood friend, and she tells him that he better not show up tomorrow, as Yuang will not hold back, and she doesn't want to see him get hurt. But Mo Fan tells her that Yuang should be the one to be scared, as he is fully prepared for tomorrow. He said that he's been waiting for this day to fight for his honor, and to beat the family that has humiliated his dad for many years. The day of the duel arrives, and Mo Fan approaches the convention, where all the most important people in the city will be attending to witness Yuang's coming of age. When all of the guests have arrived outside, Mo Fan approaches Kai Tang and informs him that he should not be walking the red carpet and acting like a VIP guest. Mo Fan forgot that they have no idea he's their friend, Fan Mo, who is a member of the City Hunters. Mo Fan turned up on his own, but some of his friends showed up, including his classmates, the army leader from the training program, and his father, who are all here to support him. Despite the fact that most of them knew he wouldn't win, they shake hands, and the duel begins. They both show incredible power, but because Yuang is a part of the Mu family, he has very unique magic equipment that allows him to move incredibly fast, making it hard for Mo Fan to get a single hit. Yuang taunts and says his level 3 ice power is too strong for his level 2 fire to ignite, so he unleashes an ice storm attack on Mo Fan. Mo Fan remembers his training from the City of Hunters, where he absorbs the wolf's soul and aligns the 7th star to release his true fire ability, where he creates a fireball all around him that protects him from the ice storm. He then uses a fire explosion to knock down Yuang. However, Yuang gets back up and tells Mo Fan he's lucky he unlocked his level 3 ability, because a piece of trash like him could never win. He then reveals his strength by wearing specialized body armor, which surprises the Mu family leader, who is surprised they have to use this armor against a nobody like Mo Fan. Everyone in the crowd complains about how unfair the match is because Yuang is wearing the armor, and even the army leader tells Mo Fan to quit the duel right away. Yuang tells Mo Fan that the armor was a gift from his father and expresses how his father could never buy him anything of the sort, telling him he's just a poor kid and to quit the duel. But Mo Fan remembers what his father did for him to get him into the School of Magic, and proceeds with the duel by unleashing his maximum lightning power, and reveals for the first time that he's a double elemental mage. This time he combines the powers and manages to break Yuang's body armor. And it all ends with an amazing but unexpected victory for Mo Fan. If you guys would like me to review the second season, please leave a comment below and thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video and to turn on the notification bell so you never miss out on another video until next time, guys.